But we're not going to the Queen Mother. We're going to talk about.
I said he's generated, now he's charged up. See, you better get your flow, you better bar up. He's shutting down everybody, what again, he doesn't care. Cause you know that energy's about to rise in the air. Going generated, now he's charged up. See, you better get your flow.
I'm Danny.
And I'm out there.
And we are
The DNA Live Show.
How's everybody doing out there, man? You know what? It's been feeling so good lately, man. I'm so excited, you know.
Yeah, and it's really hot outside.
Oh, my God.
Let's just talk about that for a second. It's really hot, and I hope everybody's keeping cool and checking in on the elderly in this weather, okay? That's about it. I mean, I just, little service announcement there. In the meantime, though, we're going to talk about the anti-bullying video that Danny, we're going to show. We just want to put that out there. It's getting really good reception. And Danny edited some of it and made it
Voice
really...
Wacom, shout out to Voice.
Yeah, thank you, Voice, thank you. And we're just going to show that, and then we'll come right back, okay? We'll be 2 seconds.
2 seconds. Roll.
Enough of being bullied, that idea grew into a message. The message took on a greater meaning and led to the co-creation of the anti-bullying organization, Asking Myself Association, fully supporting his desire.
Haven't seen one leader step up in this island.
They saying that they capping, you spell it backwards means pop. Coach just gives his guy shot. Now
You're special ed.
your fans. Talk about how you
resonated throughout
come again. I told the kids stop bullying, stop killing each other but slow. Stop acting like everybody's your op on the low. Where we gotta get to is that level, we need peace. Instead of watching what our younger starts to cease. They don't really listen because they scared of what the streets. But I don't give a damn because my army is complete. I told them I got an army of 20,000, bro. If you wanna go, we can go anytime, yo. And I don't not scared anymore of you, cause I've been decades ahead of you. So stop with the bullying, let them kids go. Stop with the bullying, let their souls go. Stop with the bullying, let them kids go. Let them kids go, let them kids go. I wanna be seeing them be doctors, or even shots. Stop trying to act like everybody. It's gangsta rap, we don't really want leaders, no. They lying slow.
Good, you got a good game. That's cute. Let's do something.
Watching the youth all in deceased, and I keep screaming this shit out to the streets. Stop bullying, stop killing each other, stop murdering our young. Why can't we all just be in peace, son? Before it happens, because I've seen people who I try to talk to and peers actually get locked up for doing the same thing, bullying, violence. You know what, you got to think before you do something because your actions speak louder than words.
Man, it's just crazy to look at all the stuff
I know.
done.
You did really good with that video, by the way. I know, but every time I look at something like that and I see all the work that you did, and I'm just so glad that you're back in this arena and we're going to really
See
push.
the difference? Now, the shirt like this, the glasses on. People, I'm focused.
Yeah, he's focused. He's ready to go. So it's going to go
We
good.
did a lot of shows this week, too.
I know.
We did like 3 shows?
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, and you know what? Shout out to the young guys, man. Shout out to the people in Amityville.
Music Hall.
Music Hall. Shout out to JJ. You know what I'm saying, man? Much love, bro. You know, that was very inspiring when you told that story, bro, and it had my mind.
Oh, my God,
just go.
yes.
There's another kid, too, that I like a lot, too. The kid that raps.
Yeah.
You know who he is and shit. He looks at the show all the time, man. So I got to shout him out, man. Thank you so much. But it was amazing.
Yes, it was.
And then yesterday with One Eye Jacks.
Oh, my God, yeah.
And all the young guys, you know. And it was so cool because, you know, you don't got that many older guys that sit there and try to talk to them and try to make them realize what they're doing is real music.
Yep, that's true.
You know, a lot of the guys and stuff, they want to be like, well, you guys don't really know what music is. And this, I'm looking at them, I'm like, man, don't listen to anybody. Music comes from within and comes from what you are. Even if I don't like the type of music or you might not like the type of music, you still can get a fan, you know?
Yeah, anyway. I also want, especially, this has nothing to do with anything. I wanted to give a special shout out to my boy, Alan C. I'm not going to say his last name. because he's very special. And he was actually talking to my brother and the other day and everything, and he was talking about the show, and he is a very big and great supporter of mine, and I love you. Thank
Can we
you
say
so
one
much.
thing real quick?
Okay, go ahead.
Shout out to all the family in Greece.
Oh my God, yes. And, oh God, I can't wait.
Everybody that watched
I
us
can't
in
wait.
Greece, shout you out. And
John,
I know you watching
everybody.
this, Mima and Dad. I miss y'all. Have fun in Puerto Rico, you two.
I know, my God. I wish we were there. Okay, now, with that said, let's cut that out. Okay, so now, the introduction to this guest that we have now. Phenomenal person. She is the Queen Mother, Dr. Delois Blakely.
Blakely.
I know, I'm sorry. She's the ambassador to the UN. She was a former nun. She's the current religious leader of activism, humanitarian. She has met so many people along her journey, and she has a great story to tell, and that's why we are grateful that she came on. And she has actually history with Danny, working at the United Nations and the Women's Green Guild, was it? Or
No, she wasn't on the Women's Green Guild, like I was trying to tell you. We did a project.
You did a
called
project, right.
Everyone Project. And shout out to Ramos, too, Phil Ramos and stuff like that. Much love. I can't wait to have you on the show. So the Everyone Project was me and a guy named, if everybody remembers this name, Hanson and Davis.
Ah, yes.
And we had Sal Abatello, that's the guy from Fever Records. We did a record called the Everyone record because we started to seeing a lot of stuff start going downhill at that point of time. So he's like, yo, I got this woman. Her name's Queen Mother. She's the ambassador with Africa. She does all this stuff with the United Nations. I said, bring her by, man. I would love it.
Yeah.
We had her. We had another girl from the United Nations from China. We had another person from the United Nations, I think, from Russia. It was a great collective, and it was kind of like, me all the world, kind of like that kind of record. But, we had News 12 there. We had Long Island News there. We had FiOS there. So it was insane. And everyone's point this out. We were in somebody's backyard. we didn't even go to any country clubs or nothing. The studio was a huge big shed built inside someone's backyard.
Oh, wow.
That we placed all these people in.
Oh, is that the one I saw on the video?
Yes,
Oh,
we see all the people from different countries and everything. Shout out to Michelle Francescos. I call her like my aunt. I'm so close with her. You started and taught me with the anti-bullying.
Yeah.
I loved it because you came out there and all those people, most of those people that came from you. So I want to give you a big shout out.
That's cool. I'm just so happy.
And Nancy Vasquez. I always shout you guys out.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I interrupted. But with that said, also because I am so happy because I am getting to see the New York State Advocate side of Danny, where it was anti-bullying. It was his humanitarian work in the communities in Long Island. And he is so
real quick, though,
passionate about it.
We are pairing up with the police force out here.
Forgot about that.
We are pairing up. I said with the police force. We are pairing up with the Sheriff's Department. Shout out to Chris North for making this thing happen.
Thank you,
County
Christopher.
execs, the two county execs from Nassau and the county execs from Suffolk. The county exec from Suffolk. We have so much about to go on right now, and we are about to change this generation in Long Island. I want to give another big shout out to the governor. And, I'm always nonpartisan on this. So a big shout out to Lee Zeldin, too, that's running. Right. I wish both of y'all the best luck and hopefully the best person that people feel that's going to be a part of this succeeds. So at the end of the day, because I got history with Hochul and I got history with Zeldin.
Right.
So I'm not going to pick sides on that. All I'm going to say is let the best person win in this.
Right. The best person, the best candidate that's going to make a difference. That's what we need, and we really need it strongly at this time.
And you know what? At the end of the day, man, I do believe that Lee Zeldin's a very strong leader.
Yeah, he is.
I met Hochul when my friend passed away. She gave me a big hug. She said, listen, she goes, keep being that leader. So I'm always going to remember that. So that's a remarkable moment that I had with her.
Right. Okay.
So I had no issues. And you know what? We probably will have both of them on here.
Right. True.
At one time. So I know. Everyone's like, what? I'm like, no, I'm being serious with y'all.
Yes, we are. We're partisan when it comes to that. We're not,
No, I think they're shocked that we can actually get these people.
Yeah, we can swing back and forth.
You know what I mean? Because she has her views, I have my views, but at the end of the day, it's all about America, baby.
And we collaborate. That's all. That's what we got to do. So with that said, we are going to commercial break, and we'll be back with the Queen Mother.
Exactly.
Hey Long Island, what's up, man? You already know, energetic. We are back with the brand formula. So everybody get ready for formula. You already know, for the moolah. Clothing line on my website at energetic.com.
Now I got to let her know Daddy ain't never gonna leave. You know I want you, girl, for all eternity. Now I got that money, my money, got to give me black and on. Why they tryna be playing the niggas inside the girls? Been outside that tippy thing, guy, yeah. I said he's generated, but now he's charged up. So you better get your flow, you better bar up. He's shutting down everybody with again, he doesn't care. Cause you know that energy's about to rise in the air. Going shake it for the money, shake it for the money, shake it for the money.
And we're back. Okay, so just letting you know again, we have the impeccable, beautiful Queen Mother Delois, Doctor.
I'm doing extremely well. And how are you and your audience? Oh, wonderful. Oh, wonderful. Yes, yes.
That I could on you, because when you look up your title and everything on YouTube, on Google and stuff like that, there is just so much to read. I would actually need a whole week to read everything that you have done, and I am so in awe by you, just to let you know, okay?
It's a pleasure to having her, man. You know, it really is.
So we can go where it all started. Basically, Danny did say where he met you at the United Nations.
No.
Right?
We met at I keep trying to tell
Oh,
you
that's
that
right.
stuff.
I'm sorry.
We met in an event. Remember the Everyone Project
Yes.
with Star Hansen?
Mm-hmm.
He brought her down, like I was saying. He brought her down. I brought Phil and all the politicians down. He brought all the people down for the United Nations. He introduced her. When he introduced her, and she came out, and her energy was amazing. You remember that? I think it was on News 12 when I brought you. News 12 was there, man, with the cameras and everything, and it was like, I am the ambassador, here with the United Nations. Everybody was going crazy. So many people there. Ask her. We had a a lot of famous freestyle singers. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think not Noel. What's the other TKA was there.
Oh, TKA. Oh, okay.
TKA was there, if I'm not mistaken. Star was there. A lot of people were there, man.
Well, you've been with the United Nations for like what, over 4 decades now, right?
No, it's over 5 decades.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my God. Really?
You didn't see a 50th?
Yes.
I thought it said 4.
Year.
I'm sorry. I am
No,
just getting
I
it wrong
celebrated
today.
my 50th anniversary.
Yes, I was looking for that picture. I was looking for that picture.
Yes, and the United Nations, which Nigeria, the country, took the lead on my humanitarian 50th anniversary. The country, Nigeria, took the lead, and we had everything you could think of. And also, Queen Mother had the opportunity of dancing on her day at the United Nations. So Nigeria
Yes, she
made
did.
it happen, and we had the big dinner, African dinner, plus everything you could think of. You wanted to drink, you could have drank that
Listen,
evening.
You had the best
But it
picture.
was a happy drinking with positive dancing with Queen Mother. And it's just a soup to nuts, a nuts to soup is what Queen Mother had at her anniversary. And I think Nigeria, for its leadership as the largest African country on the continent, taking the lead for that anniversry, because I have known Nigeria for 53 years. When I first went to the UN, 50 years they were there, and I was embraced by Nigeria and embraced by the country Tanzania, East Africa.
Yes. Do you know what's great? You know what's funny though? I had that picture because I remember you showed me it, and I had the picture, the one that you gave with the 50, right? So I'm sitting there right now because I had to do the reel for you. I'm mad because I'm like, where is that? That's the famous picture of you. I even called Star. I was like, where's that picture? That's the famous picture of her. The 50, man.
We'll find it. We'll find it.
Yes, it's out there. And thanks to our Congressman, Adriana Spada.
Adriana Spada, yeah.
He came also to UN to bring me the United States proclamations and greetings. I thought that was such an honor that he showed up for my 50th anniversary at the United Nations, a U.S. Congressman.
Well, you did
United
amazing
States
work, girl.
Congressman from Harlem.
Amazing work, girl. That's why you're the mayor of Harlem, and nobody could take that away from you.
Yes, was granted to me based on my work. As you know, many of the elected officials started off the machinery. They were not all on the machinery. And how they became engaged with the political machinery came through local authorities of the community. So out of the mayors, I was chosen and appointed for my position as community mayor by the mayor, New York State Mayoral organization.
Wow.
And I was installed, or not really installed, but inaugurated. At that time, if it had been David Dinkins, the mayor, he would have inaugurated me. But it was Giuliani that inaugurated me when I became the mayor of Harlem, the community mayor of Harlem. And it's based on community work. They find you. You don't have to look for them. So I was chosen and appointed for the position. And the position is a life position. Community mayors are all over the world. Local authorities are all over the planet Earth. And so these are your politicians at the community level.
Wow. And now with your, I mean, you've done a lot, and on this road that you have traveled, how did you first become involved in this? Like, how did you start this work? Was it a calling? Was it something that, that transpired in your life that brought you here?
Well, as a young girl, and if you can get the book called The Harlem Street Nun,
Okay.
is my first body of work. And I dedicated it to Bumpy Johnson, the godfather of Harlem. I used to hang out with him.
Okay.
The Queen Mother understands the streets because of Bumpy. Taught me the streets.
You don't know. I love this woman.
I know how to run the streets. I understand the ins and outs of the street because of Bumpy. I used to hang out with him as a nun, say, get in, is El Dorado. And we'd be driving around from 22 West
Oh, wow.
on 135th Street, which I watched the Lenox Terrace being built because we had a convent still in that area.
Right.
The Boys Club, and then watch Harlem Hospital being built.
Oh, wow.
From the work that I did at that time. So I entered the convent in 1958. I'm sure that many of you were not yet born or trying to become born at that time.
I'm not that far. Well, okay. I am. Yeah, but still, I mean.
1958.
Wow.
I entered the convent at the age of 16.
15.
So
Wow.
it's very important that we pay attention to the lives of young people, because the calling came to me between the age of 12 and 14. And that's a very awkward time, especially when your parents are not Catholics.
Okay.
There is no Catholicism, but because of one of my students, I would say one of my classmates in school, where we got together, and he was into Catholic church and I was into the Baptist church. And when I would sing like Marian Anderson, I wanted to be Marian Anderson. You couldn't tell me nothing about singing, and I learned to sing because of her.
Oh, wow.
I used to mimic her and all of her records. So I have a lovely voice. So that's why they were able to steal Sister Act, because of my lovely voice.
Ah.
Sister Act, the
Yeah, I
movie,
heard
they
about
stole
that.
my life, and I sued them for $1 billion. So I'm waiting for them to still cough it up. And thanks to Miss Whoopi Goldberg, she had a life after not being in a convent because of Queen Mother Blakely. And so it's out there, that they owe me, because you can't really have me.
Right.
And you can't have me because the gifts was given to me.
Oh, I
And
love the way
I had
she
a
said that.
literary agent, and I would tell the young people, protect your work at all costs. If you have to put it in an envelope and send it to yourselves, and never open the envelope.
Okay.
Okay, you have to find ways of protecting your properties that is given to you by the Creator.
Wow.
So that's the reason why I continue to fight them without a lawyer, because most of the
Yeah.
lawyers are scared of, at that time, they may not be that afraid anymore, because women has opened it up of suing Walt Disney and Hollywood and all the other woods that's out there that has been plagiarizing the lives of others, and they don't have that right to do so. And so I decide to agitate and to start my own lawsuit without a lawyer. And I should have been a lawyer, so I missed
She is
being
smart.
an attorney because of my engagement, involvement with my work. But I'm ready to settle when they ready.
As you were talking about that, because I'm thinking the character in the movie with Whoopi Goldberg. You're
Yes,
Deloise, and she's
Yes.
Dolores in the movie.
But no, they stole my name.
Look at that
My
movie.
name is, my family gave me the name Delois. That is my name they use, the spelling and all. And I decided to keep this spelling, but switched it up and pronunciation as I became much seasoned in life.
You are.
For
Oh,
for a reason.
she is so
Yes.
seasoned. It's unbelievable.
The
This.
DNA
This.
so
So
big.
Oh
they
my
stole
God.
the body of work from a woman by the name, she was well known in the business, Bertha Klausner, well known in the book industry, in the literary world. And thank God that she protected my property in her trust. So it's on and it's real. Theft is real.
Just love.
Queen Mother, I
It's
know how
taking
you
your
feel.
stuff.
I know how you feel, Queen Mother. I don't want to get into but a lot of the music that you hear now, when I was
Yes.
18 years old, that sound was created by moi.
Yeah.
I don't tell anybody that. I keep it,
Right.
But because you said that, a lot of people ask me who took it. I don't ever want to say
You don't
it
say it,
because
right.
of politics. But every time they see me, they cringe.
Well, I had to make my moves because the creator had me to do so.
Right.
And I was able to get a sister who studied law, but she really wasn't practicing law. And I told her she needed to practice with me. So Deidre went down and we decided to file. And once we filed, we didn't know the world would come after me,
Oh, right.
and which they did. And that's what is going to happen once you file. You
Right.
don't have to look for anyone.
Right.
Then you may have to cut the faucet off
Right.
because everybody wants the exclusive.
Right. Yeah.
So
that's
I
true.
decide not to deal with giving the exclusive to anyone outside of New York One.
Right.
to
No, New York. I love New York One. Shout out to New York One. New York
Yes,
One is one
New
of the
York
best
One.
newses.
To Cheryl Wills. I gave the body of work to Cheryl.
Shout out to Cheryl. She's dope.
Cheryl Wills.
Cheryl Wills, you're dope.
Yes,
I remember
New
you
York
from
One.
when we were doing the campaign runs in New York. Much love
Yes.
to New York One. I love New York One. I forgot
Yes.
about my New York One. Shout out
Yes,
to New
if
York
you
One.
Go out to New York One, you will see the story that she told about Sister Reich in Harlem. She did a beautiful piece. She interviewed me in my home here in Harlem. And it's just a beautiful piece that she did for me at that time.
Oh, wow.
And so everything was in divine order with Cheryl.
I'm telling you,
Yeah,
we need more than
Cheryl.
one show with this woman. We really do. We need we need a docu-series with Miss.
Exactly.
You know, but you know what? We're going to take a commercial break, and when we come back, I want to
Okay.
start.
We're gonna take a commercial break real quick, but we're gonna get right back.
And we're going to talk about Gory Island. Okay.
Yeah, Gory
Yes,
Island.
we must.
Okay. You're welcome. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back, people.
Okay.
Hey, Long Island, what's up, man? You already know, energetic. We are back with the brand formula. So everybody get ready for formula. You already know, for the moolah clothing line on my website at energetic.com.
You can love, but love is never treated. Everyone around you right here about to get defeated. Hold up, whoa. You can't come to my island. Shut down the island. I'm sick and tired of fake with Lambos, fake dollars and fake cars.
Hey, we're back,
And we're back.
everybody, and you know what? We gotta give it like up to Queen Mother, man. Ooh,
There
Queen
she
Mother,
is.
you back again. Listen, real quick question. Before we get into Gory Island, you wrote a open letter to Joe Biden?
Oh, yes, just cut the check. No reparation there. We don't need no conversation with him. Just let me come to Pennsylvania Avenue and pick it up from his office.
Oh my God.
Pull in, pick up the check, and keep moving. We don't need no conversation.
Oh my
We
God.
don't have to, we can do the social distancing, not a problem.
I love her. I don't know.
But I just wanted to put that out there because you know what's cool about her, and I love it. It's the activist side of you.
Yeah.
That's what, like, when we met, the best thing I loved about you is that, like, just being a young activist at that time, just watching you guys and the way you guys were polished and just coming up there and not scared of nothing, going back out like, we ain't gonna have that no more. No, this ain't gonna go over here no more. I was always feeble. I was quiet at one time. I didn't speak like this. It was you guys, the ones that made me literally get bored out like this. So just watching you guys in the whole blueprint, man.
Yeah.
Just thank you so much. Being an activist,
agitation
anti-bully, I
is very
really do appreciate
important.
that.
As I say at the United Nations, with me being there, things have happened for the inclusion of citizens from all over the world.
Right.
It is a club, but it's a club for all people.
Right.
And so with that, it's like being the spook who sat by the door and agitated the United Nations for inclusion of all people having a seat at the table. So that's a part of my work of agitating even the United Nations. I'm an agitator. And so being an agitator, that's 24/7.
She kills me.
You have to be
love
on
her.
your mark. And so I enjoy speaking before the world community of talking about social justice issues,
Right.
which we all are entitled to in the arena for the sustainable development goals that we talk about and discuss with many stakeholders. So it's inclusion of all of us being stakeholders at the table. And that's how we brought in the hip hop. United Nations. We brought in the hip hop. We brought in youth gangs from other countries to sit and discuss their issues and how we can look for best practices in the world, because we never know where the solution is going to come from and from who. So it's about civil society. So the UN is much more open because of agitation. One must agitate wherever you go.
And listen,
agitation is very important. So
Well,
Queen Mother is an agitator.
that's why I love it.
I
But
know.
Queen Mother, we're going. I want to tell them this show because I wanted people to really. I want a little bit more. When you told me about Gory Island, right, and how we want to go and do the documentary and shoot about it and come out and really do something like inside the project right now. I was, because I want the show to hear this. We're gonna come out with a project with her for Gory Island. And it's going to be amazing.
The time is now because, Queen Mother is in a whirlwind. Right. Queen Mother is over 80 years old now. And I think that with the roadmap that we have, it's time for implementation. What we call the plan of action. We could talk and talk and talk, as they say, until we are blue in the face like my drape behind me. Blue in the face. But it's time for the plan of action we must do. And so for the Gory Island project, which has been brought to the conscience of the UN for about 20 years.
Wow.
We're going to get this going.
Now it's time for implementation. Right. And so we've been going and look at the divine energy and the ancestors where Juneteenth popped up last year.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And it declared by President Joe Biden as a holiday.
Right.
Juneteenth. So June the 15th, 2015, I did my DNA and it bailed me out at the Ark of the Return at the United Nations, which has been built and dedicated for the return to the shores of Gory. It's called the Ark of Return.
Okay.
And so with that, the blueprint is Gory Island. They said the door of no return. We're saying the door of return for the healing, transformation, DNA, the tradition, the culture, science and technology, and finding our way back on the Mother Africa, on the land base, on the soil of Mother Africa. We all have a right to return home.
That's
And
why
so
I'm very
my
honored to be in this
duty-
project with you.
Yes, and it's my duty as the Queen Mother and intergenerational with you younger people, younger persons, younger sons and daughters, for us to work together to move the needle. We must move the needle. And so we launched it Juneteenth last year. And this year we did it again by going to Goree Island at the shores of Goree where I stood this year. And we want to move the needle by launching Unification Day of Africa, which will take place in September. A
We're
group
gonna
of
do
us
this.
going to Goree Island and going to Senegal, which is in Goree Island, and also Jufri, which is in the Gambia, which is roots. Elix Haley came out with roots. So my energy and my DNA is in both of the same waterway, which is called Senegambia.
Senegambia.
Talking about two countries.
Okay.
Back to back. So between September the 5th to the 15th, some of us going to be a part of launching the unification project back to Africa.
I'm so excited. You know September is my birthday, right?
Oh,
September
you need
7th.
to be on this journey with us.
You already know I'm there with you.
Religious leaders are coming, politicians are coming, and you may know our son, Shet Drummond.
Yeah.
He is organizing it right now and getting the best prices for us to go home to launch the unification on the return to Mother Africa, to the soil.
Well, I'm going to be proud to be a part of that. So that's what we're going to be doing, you know?
Yes, come and see it. See the roadmap that we must do. And also, I'm going to tell you to look out for Kool Herc.
I love Kool Herc.
Let Kool Herc and his sister, Cindy, know that you've been talking to Queen Mother and he wants to go to Goree.
I'm going to tell him that.
Please, he wants to come to Goree with us. The Goree Project also embody him, the father of hip hop. And really the grandfather, I would say. But we'll use the father of hip hop. And Cindy, his sister, very, very active. And others, like someone that you know is Harry Belafonte.
Oh,
yeah,
God,
Harry
of
Belafonte.
course.
Yeah,
I love
And-
him. Love
And
him.
his wonderful wife also that has been very much involved with Mother Africa. So these are the pioneers.
They're going to be with
We
us.
need to harvest now. Look for them now of the intergeneration or returning home, a part of the launching for the young people to begin to the roadmap. We want to have them in Goree for 3 to 7 days. That's all we want.
All right, I'm there. You already know I'm there. I'm going to be filming this.
Yes, in 2010, we did it for the World Festival of Black Arts and Culture. And we had, what's the brother's name?
Kool
That
Herc,
is out in Brooklyn. You know some of the hip hoppers.
Dana Dane,
Huh?
Dougie Fresh, Dana Dane.
Yeah, Dougie, get a hold of Dougie. Get a hold of Busta Rhymes.
Buster, there you go, Buster.
He gave Busta.
Dinko, actually, I was with Dinko yesterday.
Okay, it's time to get a hold of Busta. Tell Busta Rhymes Queen Mother need him. I had a bear hug with him in Senegal in 2010. He was there for the World Festival.
You know what? I can hit my man's up and stuff like that. He got him.
Get a hold of them and tell them they got to show up with Queen Mother.
Oof.
We don't care what they doing. They need to drop it for a minute
Oh.
and roll on in and take care of the business of getting the others home.
I love her.
Queen Mother's the best.
Oh God, I'm
She
just,
said, Danny, come on. We got a project to do. Okay, I'm here,
Yes.
Queen Mother.
Yes, Danny, you come on. Let's make it happen.
You said
And
you wanted me to
every
film it. I
year,
said, let's film it and let's
look
make
at
it
going
documentary.
home for Juneteenth. If they go home for Juneteenth, that would be great. If they go home for Daylight Africa, which is in September, and other important days to Africa,
I gotta write
that
that
would
down.
be in divine order for the healing. We cannot heal in the United States. We cannot heal in North America. We have to go home for 3 to 7 days. That's all I want. You could take a jet plane and go directly from New York, JFK, directly into Goree, 7.5 hours, you in Senegal. Before you can get to California, you can get to Senegal.
Oh, I love
so
this
what's
one.
holding us up?
It's
What's
so-
up? What's up? Let's make the moves and make it
Hey, I already called everybody out. You already heard. I got the Queen Mother in here. Shout out to everybody in the United Nations all over the world. You already know we got to make this a Goree Island. So that's the attention right now to everything, man. And it's going to be a
Gotta
beautiful
go home.
project.
You
They got to
gotta
go.
go
We got to
home
go home. We
first.
got to go breathe.
Oh, you got to do it. You got to do it. And you don't have to stay for 7 days. Go for 3.
Right.
You
Okay.
can head
I just want to see, yo, I'm
on
just,
a Thursday and be back to New York on a Monday. And nobody ever miss you at your gig, at your little job. Okay, nobody ever missed you. Okay, you took care of your business and came on back.
But
Oh my
listen,
God.
one big thing I want to just tell everybody real quick. Me and this woman, honestly, and the frequencies understand. Like I told her, she's like, Dick, we're gonna make this the Ori project. We're gonna go out there. We're gonna bring this back with the youth. I said, heck yeah, I'm gonna jump on this with you. I want to work with her on this. So energetic is gonna be with her working on this project and stuff. That's why everyone's asking. So if you guys, all the rappers and everybody that we know, if y'all want to come with us. Come home
on.
with us and come and see
on.
this, So shout out to Queen Mother. Shout out to everybody because this is about peace, it's about unity, it's about bringing the energy back that we need in this world.
Right.
That's the Goree Project. Bringing
Yes,
the energy we
Daylight
need
Africa
back.
is leaving out September, I think the 3rd, because they
Okay.
have to be on the ground by the 5th. The
Okay.
5th to the 15th, they will be in Goree.
I'm gonna love
And
that.
that's right now. They're preparing right now. Daylight Africa week.
You think I'm
Okay.
kidding? I'm going right with you. I'm gonna have that camera with you and me, and we're gonna be filming the whole thing.
Oh, yes, you must do it. It's historical. And we must capture our own history. You
Right.
can't allow someone else to capture your history, young people.
Right.
Do it yourself. Tell your own stories. Get your stories together and tell your stories. Have control of your mind consciousness of the gift that the Creator has given to you. Your innate gifts is what I'm speaking of the third eye. And so use your third eye, your common sense. And your brilliancy comes out of that common sense or balance of life itself. And so you must use your third eye, your innate gifts, beyond your mother and your father. But the spirit force has given you to use. Don't care what
Come on, let them know, girl.
condition.
And you know what? From that note, I want to tell everybody something real quick. And this is serious. New York, what is going on? There's an historical place in Harlem that y'all need to start saving. This woman is one of the hardest activists that you have ever seen came in, okay? For everybody that's saying that they care and they want to help and they love, protect Queen Mother. Protect the... Go ahead, Queen Mother. Let them know.
Yes, 477 West 142nd Street. Don't let nobody take this energy where you have Queen Mother Moore, who lived to be almost 100.
Let's
who
let it go.
forged the word reparation for us. And you had Mama Winnie Mandela, spent time with us in Harlem, and other great women and men who forged the sacred energy for us. So we must maintain this energy and give it away to no one. 477 have to be a legacy for you children.
That's what I'm saying. Make it a historical
Sacred
ground.
space.
This is a historical ground. New York, hey, Adams, Mayor Adams.
That's
I
right.
saw you in pictures with Queen Mother.
Oh, yes.
Make an example and make this a historical ground.
Yes,
A woman that worked in the United Nations for 50 years.
Steal it from Harlem. Never let no one steal the legacy from our children. We build legacies and someone always grabbing it away. No one would allow that in no other culture. So who are we to dare allow it in the African culture? So the African descendants have a right to the land base, because also Queen Mother come from the land as well.
All politicians, all people that can help, start helping Queen Mother. Queen Mother.
To keep the home in Harlem.
Let them know.
Not take it away from me. Really taking it away from you all. I do not want them to take it. At no cost, we should allow them to take the
Make it a historical landmark. That's the cause.
Okay. Can we go to commercial break?
Yep, we're gonna go to commercial break.
Why Queen Mother fighting? Go to the commercial.
Let them know. Let them know. We going to break, but we coming back.
We'll come right back.
We need to call some people out.
I know.
We need to help you over here.
Make it happen. Make it happen.
We are making it happen.
I love her. I love her.
Go to commercial break, Bobby.
Hey, Long Island, what's up, man? You already know, energetic. We are back with the brand formula. So everybody get ready for formula. You already know, for the moolah clothing line on my website at energetic.com.
Now I got to let her know Daddy ain't never gonna leave. You know I want you, girl, for all eternity. Now I got that money, my money, my money, that's gonna give me black and on. Why they tryna be playing the niggas inside the girls? We black. Been outside that keep the thing going, yeah. I said he's generated, but now he's charged up. So you better get your flow, you better bar up. He's shutting down everybody with a gun, he doesn't care, cause you know that energy's about to rise in the air. Going to shake it for the money, shake it for the money, shake it for the money.
I'm looking.
And we're back with the Queen Mother. I love her. I am just in such awe of you, but I'm giving you the floor because I know you're looking for something, but...
I have it.
Okay, go ahead. You go ahead.
Go ahead, let them know.
I wanted to just leave out with something very spiritual during the coronavirus. I wrote a book during that time, and it was 33, you could say, spoken word or reflection, or you could say prayers.
Okay.
33 was granted to me, and now it's a book. It's called Reflection During COVID-19.
Okay.
And one of the reflections is all been set to the music platform that's out there.
Okay.
And we can send it to you so that you can get it out to the audience. But I would like to read this one, was dedicated to George Floyd.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's
All
go.
right. Okay. Mama, 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 my dear mother, where are you? Can you hear me? I can't breathe. You are the closest thing to me. I cry and pray for you to hear me, breathing in and out my last breath. That is being choked and snatched, robbed and stolen from me. Hide me in your womb, which is eternal, your womb that shelter me with love and protection, a womb that allowed me to survive and live, a womb that kept, nourished, and cared for me throughout the natural born days of my life. Mama, 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 dear, where are you? You know me. Where are you? I need you for God's sake. I hang in the balance of life or death. Mama, my dear, I love and honor you. I can't breathe. Shield and protect me as I lay in your belly, your divine and sacred womb, your womb allowing me to flourish and grow, and a hiding place that is my destiny for all eternity. Oh, my dear mother, I can't breathe. I call on you to surrender me to injustice and peace. Oh, gentle Savior. Oh, gentle Savior. Oh, God. Dedicated to us.
Wow.
Wow.
I know. I'm just. Whew.
Wow. You know, when we think about the actions that happened in 2020, we never thought you would ever see somebody literally get harmed that way, no matter what color, we just never thought we would ever see that in our life a day.
Right.
And what you just brought out was the chills to realize what that man was going through in his mind that fateful minute that his last breath was taken. So that's why I'm speechless right now.
I know.
I can't even talk because it really brought me back to that period of time.
Wow.
Well, that's why the Gory Project, the healing and transformation, you can't do it here. You got to go home.
Right.
And
No,
so
you're right.
Gory begin this journey of returning home. It's the flagship of beginning to make the exodus of going home. And always you can come back to the North America because of what has been done here. But you have to go home to your roots and to the indigenous land of a people and a culture of a people.
Right.
And because of the experiences at a very early age, many of us have experienced
Right.
of this transatlantic ocean of the slave trade.
Right. No.
And it's not something we done to ourselves, but we ask the question sometime why.
Right.
But God is greater than all of us. And I say, we must always say, why not in the spirit of so be it. So be it.
And we want to tell everybody
Great
too, not
power.
every.
That is part of the duality of life for us and our experiences in life. Why me, I will say,
Right.
but why not me in terms of where it has taken my life and my journey like no other.
Right.
So what I do now, I give thanks. When you reach my age, you end up giving thanks. But it's important that we talk about the narrative and tell the stories.
Right.
The generation yet not born would be a part of the experiences we all have encountered.
Activist, writer,
Humanitarian.
humanitarian,
Former nun.
beautiful soul. You're so powerful.
Doctor who received a doctorate from Columbia University. Let's not forget that
Jesus.
either.
I want you to tell everybody
Harvard,
because
MIT, and a Fulbright scholar.
I want to say one thing to you real quick. I want you to tell everybody where they can find you, all your social media, because we about to get it. I wish this show would just never shut off because things that you're saying will have just inspired me to just want to go home and just write and to keep to go and read.
Yeah.
That's why when you say, can you be a part of this project? I said, absolutely, because it touched my soul.
Yeah. She touched mine too.
And I just want to thank you, and I know all the viewers that's watching right now because I'm looking at them. Mm-hmm. A lot of them are just like, wow.
We're in awe. Everybody's in awe of you, and it's just, I hope that, I mean, you've been through a long journey, and you still have more to do. And I'm glad that me and Danny could be a part of it and spread the word out and let people know what's going on. You also have the new Future Foundation that people can find online. Obviously, if you look at Queen Mother Delois Blakely online, you'll find her anywhere on Facebook or Instagram. If you don't, you can just contact us and we'll direct you there, you know. But I really want to thank you for the blessing of coming on our show today. I know you have history with Danny, and, you know, it's such a, I don't know, it's an overwhelming feeling I have with you, speaking with you. And I also want to give a shout out to, I'm not going to say his name correctly, but Mashaka, the one I spoke to earlier.
Yes, he's from Kenya.
Oh, okay. I love him. He was such a gentle soul on the phone, and he was so nice and very, I mean, you can tell right away he was a very welcoming individual. And he was just like so, and he was actually talking about my Greek name. He was very impressed. So I wanted to give a special shout out to him. And obviously, we're going to keep in touch. Obviously, we're going to be in touch with you more after the show. And if anybody, you know, out there wants to help out, just give us a buzz, and we'll make sure it gets done.
And let's keep the building in Harlem.
We will.
Yes, we're going to.
Our goal is to make that a historical landmark.
Whatever you have to do, keep it.
Yes, we will.
You cannot let the children,
right,
the young people be robbed of everything from one generation to another.
Okay.
That must end. The robbing is no longer.
No longer.
It cannot hold any longer.
Okay.
And so in the spirit of our ancestors, we reclaim what is ours and to hold on to that culture and spiritual energy, which is divine force of life.
Okay. You got it. We're helping you. Don't worry. We're here with you.
The sacred path. Stay on it.
Okay. I love that she takes charge, and I love it. I love your enthusiasm. I love your intellect.
Empower women all over the world.
She empowers
with your
everybody.
voice.
Yep. Okay.
And men too.
Coming from the Royal Court of Harlem, as well as representing the Kingdom of Kush, which you would hear more about the Kingdom of Kush.
Okay. All right. So with that said, I want to thank you, Queen Mother. Thank you so much for coming and gracing us with your presence on the show.
Before she goes, say where they can find you, Queen Mother.
Where can they find you?
Your new future photos at gmail.com.
Right. Okay.
WFUTURE new future photos at gmail.com. 477 West 142th Street, between Amsterdam and Convent Avenue. You can't miss me. I'm right in the front yard, the backyard of the front yard of City College. Prime property on Sugar Hill.
Oh, you are such a breath of fresh air.
You can find me.
We will find, don't worry, we'll help them find you.
Yes, find Queen Mother.
All right.
And bring your blessing, your sacred energy to the space that the ancestors that has left for you, a legacy we have left for you.
You got that. You got that right.
The intergeneration, the elders.
Okay. Thank you so much again. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week.
Bye, Queen Mother.